Today we're making one of the most addictive seafood dishes out there.
椒鹽魷魚
Salt and Pepper Squid, a member of the famous salt and pepper style dishes in Cantonese cuisine. There's a lot to love about this dish, from the nuanced spicy and salty seasonings to the crispy yet tender texture of the squid in each bite.
Cheers!
First, my dad will show you the secrets to prepping the squid, just like a Chinese chef.
我哋而家咧就先處理呢個魷魚先。我哋首先將你個頭嗰度掹出嚟先嗬。
We'll separate the mantle, which we'll call the body, from the head and tentacles by just pulling them apart with our hands.
呢個部分就係個魷魚嘅身啦。呢個咧就係啲鬚魷魚嘅頭同埋鬚嗰度啦。首先咧，我哋中間劏咗佢，
Now we'll cut open the body lengthwise.
咁就可以劏開佢啦。劏開咗就將嗰啲菠蘿入邊嗰啲腸嗰啲除晒出嚟。
We'll clean out as much of the inside as we can.
呢條咧就骨嚟㗎啦，掹咗佢，呢個盤裝住啲水洗咗佢。
With a bowl of fresh water, we'll rinse out the rest of the inside.
掹緊入邊嗰啲筋啊，嗰啲咁嘅咩掹咗佢，俾刀仔都得㗎，俾刀仔咁劏開就得㗎啦。呢個咧，呢個就係耳仔嚟㗎啦，搣咗佢呢個尾就有，跟住個係尾嚟㗎啦。我嚟游水佢走呢個方向呢個搣皮連耳啦呢個皮喺度。
點樣揾個皮啊？
個邊咪喺度一劏開佢就喺個邊度攞出嚟啦，得啦嘛。呢個就唔要啦，硬嘅呢個，成塊搣出嚟咯，係嘛？
Now peel off the outer skin of the body.
係咪要大力掹啊？定
唔使好大力，唔好大，慢慢掹就得。好啦，就除埋嗰隻，直情喺度之後掹咗個皮埋喺度咯。
After removing the fin, we'll rinse again with clean water. With the fin, we'll also remove the outer skin. If you're lucky enough to get fresh, never frozen squid, that's amazing. But for most of us, we'll be looking through various frozen options, some pre-cut and cooked like this, or a whole defrosted arrow squid like this one. Here are a few tips from my dad for choosing fresh or defrosted squid.
佢柯林嗰啲而家你冇得揀嘅，你如果你去鋪頭，佢都係 frozen 拎出嚟解凍埋俾你嘅。你如果你喺中國大陸、香港啊嗰啲地方，好似話仲有啲新鮮，呢度可能都係 frozen 嚟嘅，你去買嘅。你摸嘅時候咧。 摸到佢唔好腍就得啦，摸落去佢有啲咁彈手嘅就 OK 啦。同埋睇下佢表，睇佢皮整咗紅色啊，即知得佢個表皮咧唔好啞色。如果個肚大啲，佢入邊嘅包腸咧，嗰啲廢物就多啲，咪重啲咯。重啲嗰啲都係掉嘅啫。 重啲咪梗係多啲錢咯，係嘛？即係買嗰啲瘦啲嘅，入邊冇咁多，咁佢嗰啲咪輕稱啲，咪平啲咯。咁搣晒搣晒啦，咁擺喺度。仲有呢個咧，呢個呢都係鬚嚟嘅。我哋喺眼下邊咧都唔要啦，嗰啲就硬啲啦。個肚唔要啦，喺度割咗佢，就割咗呢度。
We'll cut right above the eyes and discard the top part of the head.
呢個唔要啦。 呢個係眼嚟嘅，呢個眼你唔好用啦，眼喺度，哎呀，睇擠出嚟，擠隻眼出嚟咯，啲眼喺度，呢眼唔要啦，呢度係都係，呢度係眼喺度，
眼入邊唔要。
咦，我來搣晒佢出嚟，成眼搣晒出嚟，搣晒咯。
We'll set aside the tentacles and head portion, discarding the eyes and the portion we cut off.
係咪先切菜？呢個咧就成塊魷魚喺度啦，擺喺度。再切之前咧，我哋將刮入邊啲刮將乾淨佢嚇。
Here, we'll scrape off any remaining grit off of the body with a knife.
同埋刮乾淨佢嚇。
可唔可以咁樣用刀除皮？
刀唔可以除到皮嘅，係搣先得嘅。
After scraping both sides, my dad will reveal the secret to getting that tender texture in the squid.
我哋而家切花啦，起花就喺入邊嗰度，就係佢肚入邊嗰度切花，唔係嗰背脊嗰度。個背脊咧硬啲嘅，呢塊魷魚咧好大塊，所以我就切開佢兩塊嚟做嚇。
We'll first cut the body in half lengthwise.
點樣切花咧？睇住斜斜地，唔好切斷喎。
Then, at a 45-degree angle, we'll make the cuts halfway into the squid, about every quarter to half inch.
慢慢咧，一刀刀，睇到啊。
If you want to learn how to cut twice as fast and prevent injuries, we have a free 6-minute video lesson for you. Click the link in our description or scan the QR code to access it for free.
咁樣切咧，食咗嚟佢就唔會咁硬啦。
We'll score all the way down the length of the body.
調轉佢喺呢度，兩邊切。
Now, rotate 90 degrees and repeat the scoring again, creating a crosshatch pattern. Someone said, sometimes this turns out very rubbery. How do I fix this?
切咯，好似我頭先咁切花咯。你唔切花咪咬落去咪，因為佢入邊啲根黐實，你係一定要切花，切斷咗嗰啲纖維，佢咬嚟佢咪唔同咯。一個靚，一個咬容易咬啲，佢唔會韌。
唔韌。You see yourself? What do you want? What should we do? Do you want us to hold hands?
切好之後咧，就切咯喎，切三角。我哋嚟炸咧，我就中意切三角咁樣切，三角捲咧就好靚。
Now we'll cut the squid into triangular pieces, each about an inch wide.
三角。
No need to be too exact with the shape here, as long as they are similar sizes.
喺度，呢個都係一樣。
Now we'll repeat the crosshatch scoring and cutting with the other piece, and also the fin. After that, we'll move on to the tentacles and head portion.
處理呢啲咯喎，呢啲咧，呢啲越來越粗，你就唔好咁長咯喎，斷地啊，咁得啦。
We'll cut the tentacles into roughly 2-inch long pieces.
嗰啲厚嘅咧，粗啲咧，我就將個中間開一邊，嗱，開起佢，啲粗嗰啲啊，佢開咗嗰邊嗰啲幼嘅就唔使，嗱，唔好切開佢兩邊，就咁開得啦。啊，你睇，先，啊，仲有呢個咧，呢個就慢慢要切開佢啦，呢個比較硬啲。
Now we'll cut out any hard parts here.
呢個係牙，唔要啦，因為佢牙係硬嘅嘛。嗱呢個就硬啲啦，即係要留意啦。咁樣你都係咁樣切開佢，好似切魷魚鬚咁樣切開佢。
We'll cut this part into strips around the same size as the tentacles.
等佢食嗰時係冇咁硬，係嘛？好啦，切咗之後咧，俾過水佢先，過水就先至再醃佢呵。
Now we'll rinse off all the cut squid with some fresh water and let it drain.
一企水先。講完嗰啲新鮮嘅講完之後咧，我就講呢啲製成品俾大家睇下。
You can also use frozen pre-cooked squid like this.
呢個係就係嘅新嘅部分。
呢個全部係個身都喺度嘅，冇嗰啲魷魚鬚喺度嘅。嗱，呢個就係咁樣嘅，佢已經整開一個咁喺度啦。你直成咁樣，我嚟解一凍之後，俾粉就炸得㗎啦，擺喺度，等一樣咁炸法嘅啫。我哋醃之前咧，首先溝啲乾水嘅先啊。啲厚嘅紙巾，咁樣咧醃嘅時候咧，佢就入味啲啦，吸個水佢。
We'll spread out the squid pieces here. My dad sandwiches them between 2 paper towels, then rolls it tightly and squeezes it so that the paper towels can absorb as much of moisture as possible. Then we'll unroll and put the squid into a bowl to marinate.
嗰個水之後咧，擺過呢度。要呢度咧就唔需要好複雜嘅啫，好簡單嘅。俾胡椒粉，4分1個茶匙咧。
We'll also add 1 tablespoon of cooking wine.
俾咗呢啲之後咧，用蛋黃。我今日唔用蛋白，用蛋黃。
點解啊？
蛋黃咧，佢可以一個佢嘅顏色就會靚啲，炸起嚟；一個咧炸起上嚟啲個黏粉啊飲得好啲。
We'll carefully crack open an egg and just add the egg yolk to the squid.
我將佢撈勻先，你再啲生粉嚇。
Now mix the marinade into the squid. My dad likes to use his hand to get a better mix.
用一個湯匙嘅生粉上去，撈勻佢。
We have all of these ingredients listed on our blog at madewithlau.com, along with step-by-step instructions and video clips to guide you as you make the recipe at home. Now mix the potato starch in with the marinated squid.
呢個超級生粉咧就炸起上嚟會效果會比粟米粉好少少，都冇所謂咯。如果你冇呢個生粉，比粟米粉都冇乜問題。
係咪唔使加水？
唔使加水嘅，因為佢本身先有話濕嘅。有蛋黃有酒，咁就根本就唔使啦。同埋你唔好落鹽，因為我哋最收尾有一個椒鹽上去。你如果落咗鹽咧，佢會啲鮮魷咧見咗鹽之後咧會飆水咁炸起上嚟就冇咁靚噶啦。好啦，呢啲切好晒喺度。呢啲整好咗，而家咧就切嗰啲配料啦。配料好簡單嘅啫，紅椒。
We'll start with just 1/4 of a red bell pepper.
我哋選擇咧切絲嚟嘅。
We'll cut the pepper into 1/4-inch thick strips.
呢個係辣椒嚟㗎啦，2粒就夠啦。呢啲辣椒好辣嘅。
Then we'll dice 2 small red chilies.
自己種啊？
自己種嘅，呢個樹頭嗰度啫嘛。
Now we'll peel 3 cloves of garlic.
將個釘切咗佢。
Then we'll smash and mince the garlic, chopping at different angles to get a finer mince. Next, we'll need 3 pieces of green onion.
葱白得啦。
We'll dice up just the white parts of the green onion. Then we're ready to make the crucial frying batter to coat the squid.
嗱，話俾大家聽，呢個咧炸魷魚 好啲人選擇用乾粉炸，我就選擇用濕粉。濕粉咧，佢即係佢濕咗炸咗，佢有個皮靚啲，同埋佢好似冚住啲入邊嘅魷魚，唔好等啲魷魚汁唔好流失。如果乾粉咧炸上嚟嗰啲魷魚汁就會流失咗。我用4個湯匙嘅麵粉，2個湯匙個生粉。粟米粉同埋呢個生粉都一樣 OK。如果你冇呢個就用粟米粉。
Now mix together the dry ingredients before adding water.
我而家咧就先用4個湯匙嘅水開呢個粉。如果4個湯匙唔夠咧，再加水，慢慢加嚇。咁樣慢慢調佢。嗱，4個湯匙就明顯唔夠啦嚇，加多2個湯匙上去。因為呢個鮮魷咧，佢水分係多啲，所以我教呢個粉咧又係結分啲嘅，係嘛？俾一個茶匙冰powder上去，冰嘅 powder 咧，就係將個粉會發得脹啲，炸得嚟酥啲，少少鹽就好啦，半個銅，因為佢一陣間會有啲位置有啲椒鹽上去。呢個粉咧唔好咁稀喎，千祈唔好咁稀。你將佢炸嘅皮靚啲咧，一個茶匙，OK。
Finally, we'll add some oil and mix it in.
咁樣炸呢個皮就好靚啦。
After mixing in the oil, the batter is done and we can prepare the simple yet tasty salt and pepper seasoning.
椒鹽咧，我就選擇用嗰啲蒜子鹽喎，我俾2個茶匙，白胡椒粉1/4個茶匙，攪勻佢得啦。朋友們，如果你覺得食嘅時候咧唔夠鹹，就可以喺面上咁再灑啲鹽上，炸好咗之後咁灑上個面就得㗎啦。你試過唔夠鹹，你就可以咁樣做。
In the context of Chinese cooking, salt and pepper, or 椒鹽, refers to white pepper, and often other spicy seasonings. Even though they come from the same fruit, white pepper's flavor profile is more subtle and woody, while black pepper's flavor profile is more floral and forward. As famous as Chinese salt and pepper dishes are, there is no single definitive Chinese salt and pepper formula, as each recipe is shaped by preference and ingredient availability. While you can cook many proteins in this style as we've shown on this channel, my dad will show you how to master fresh squid, or 魷魚, for that restaurant-style, crispy yet tender texture.
材料屙落整好晒，而家就開始炸嘢，開火，最大火嚇，燒熱隻鑊咧就加油，啲油炸完之後可以再用得翻嚟煮嘢食嘅嚇。我啲係粟米油嚟嘅。嗱，如果你油多啲，咪炸一次咯；少油啲嘅炸多次，分得多次炸咁冇所謂嚇。呢個炸呢咧就愛嚟撈嘅啦，炸好出嚟之後快脆啲撈，唔使話一筷子一嚿嚿咁夾。而家又夾得埋，有啲又燶咗，有啲又未得，咁咪慢咗咯，係嘛？如果個炸呢一流，咁啊快脆好多啦，係嘛？個油溫咧 keep 住佢350咁上下嚇，第一次。而家就325度。嗱，如果你冇呢個咧，用呢個筷子擺落去，嗱開始咁就得啦，有油泡流出嚟，咁就證明得啦。350度 ，OK， 就開得慢慢少少嘅。唔好一下咁猛火 ，OK。嗱，我炸嘢之前咧，先至俾啲粉上去。
When the oil is close to 350 degrees Fahrenheit, we'll mix the batter into the squid.
咁我撈勻咗之後，
唔可以早啲做啊？
唔得啊！呢個唔早都做㗎，應該就燒油先至再做㗎。咁佢啲粉啊唔會沉底，佢啲粉黐住個魷魚會黐得好啲啊嘛。你炸嘅時候咧，就千祈唔好好高咁掉落去嘅喎，慢慢喺下邊。慢慢咁離啲油嘅鑊近啲。
My dad uses his hand to put in each piece of squid, spreading them around the wok so they don't stick. We'll fry the squid in 2 batches.
咁樣炸出嚟，佢咪好似喇叭形咁咯，係嘛？
After frying for 2.5 to 3 minutes, stirring occasionally, we can take out the first batch.
好啦，第一次炸到而家就好似 OK 㗎啦，留起佢。嗱，你有炸呢咧，就一下咁就留起上咪得啦，係嘛？就唔使一嚿嚿咁夾啊，係咪？
而家已經煮熟。
熟㗎啦，已經係熟㗎啦，啲魷魚好快脆熟啊嘛。而家燒溫熱啲油，再下邊個鑊。
Now we'll fry the second batch the same way.
第一次夠啦。
We'll remove and set aside the second batch and turn up the heat for the second fry.
好啦，而家咧就開始炸第二次咯喎，第二次咧就燒油溫就高啲。
How do you get this to stay crispy?
冇可能一保持係脆，因為佢本身嘅魷魚你炸上佢入邊啲汁好多，你炸出嚟你唔食咧，個汁就會自然就會俾啲皮索晒啲水，嗰啲皮索晒咧，索咗啲汁之後咧，佢就唔會脆。炸咩嘢都好，一拎出嚟快啲食，佢就會脆。 凡係呢啲炸嘢都係餐館叫做頭台，嗰啲餐未出之前咧，出咗佢先啦，出佢先，你個個都一齊食佢先㗎啦。OK， 380，如果俾落去大次嚇，好快脆得個大次。
When the oil is at 380 degrees Fahrenheit, we'll put it in the first batch for a second fry. This will be fast, or only about 30 to 40 seconds.
好啦。
We'll remove the first batch and repeat with the second batch. Once that's done, my dad will show you how to fry the pre-cooked squid.
OK， 我而家整咪炸埋呢幾嚿先，因為佢係敷筍㗎嘛，敷筍點乾水佢得，點乾水佢。
We'll squeeze out as much water as we can for these defrosted squid, then put it into the batter.
撈埋啲粉。
Then mix it into the batter, making sure to coat them well. Then we'll fry them at 350 degrees Fahrenheit like with the fresh squid, but only for 30 to 40 seconds to cook the batter.
再燒咗熱啲，再翻炸一次咪得。好。
Like before, we'll do a second fry at 380 degrees Fahrenheit, but we'll only fry for 20 to 30 seconds.
好得。
Then we can take out the squid and set it aside.
Is there any symbolism?
魷魚炒魷魚就一個唔好意頭啦，即係俾老細呢窩糊呢咗你啦，叫做炒魷魚。我哋廣東人咧就講就話炒魷魚，咁炒魷魚就唔好意頭啦，係咪？咪即係話唔好事，你俾老細炒咗啦，唔做你匿咗你啦，你俾佢開始炒嗰啲料頭。
Here, my dad just uses another clean wok for stir frying, but if you don't have an extra one, you can just pour out the hot oil, clean, and reuse the same wok for this step.
開火。
First, heat the wok on high.
嗱呢個就唔需要好多油啦，少少就得㗎啦，喺度。
Then add a tablespoon of the oil we just used and spread it around the wok.
新慢火佢，一定係新慢火炒嗰啲蒜頭啊，咪佢啲蒜頭會好容易燶晒㗎嚇。而家咧就俾啲蒜頭上去。
We'll stir fry the garlic until fragrant, or about 20 to 30 seconds.
炒啲蒜頭先，慢慢火咪你要太猛火啦，你炒啲蒜頭一下就燶晒唔得香㗎啦，得啦，俾啲辣椒。
After the chilies, we'll add the green onion whites and the red bell peppers in quick succession.
好啦，最尾落埋佢落去。
We'll stir fry the aromatics together just a bit, then we can add in the fried squid.
而家咧就落啲魷魚上去咯喎。
Now we'll stir fry the squid together with the aromatics for about 40 to 50 seconds.
揾埋呢啲落嚟，少酒香啲，少少就得㗎。
Then we'll swirl in 1 teaspoon of cooking wine around the edges and mix.
因為香啲，酒香啦。好啦，而家啲鹽咧就俾埋落去咯喎。
We'll add in the seasoning a bit at a time while stirring and flipping from the bottom.
試下，如果夠鹹就唔好俾晒啦，落新火。你哋試下夠唔夠鹹先。
Oh my god. Now I get to be the lucky taste tester.
更加鹹。
So good.
Once the flavors are approved, we can plate and serve.
好，朋友們，椒鹽魷魚就炸好咗啦！希望大家中意。紅弟妹妹，我嚟吃魷魚咯！咩冇？
No more Randy.
No more Randy.
No more Randy. It's done.
Too much.
I've had too much. I've had
You want to save it for tomorrow?
no.
No.
I've had like over half a plate.
YouTube thinks you'll like this recipe next. Let's see if they're right. A huge thank you to our wok stars and all of our chefs in the CANTO Cooking Club.